everybody, this is Method Kaiju. Today, I'm going to talk about some new Godzilla 2014 information. This time, I'm going to talk about Legendary and Warner Brothers releasing two new Godzilla 2014 posters. Now, first of all, we'll look at the first. It's going to be kind of a review, my thoughts about them. Now, the first one is very similar to the one shown in 2013 with the tail. It's the same exact thing, except it looks more of a different color scheme. You can actually see more of the spikes a little bit more. And then you see a city a little bit, and the halo jumper and all that, and the fonts of the logo or the title is different, and then this is May 16. So yeah, nothing much, just Godzilla's tails right there. It looks like it's pretty big. And then we see half destroyed buildings, pretty nice. I think this is either smoke or maybe a flood. But I think this is actually smoke. It's completely red and all these little helicopters. And you can actually see ashes surrounding the Godzilla logo right here. You can actually notice some little ashes or little particles around here, which is probably ashes. And in the background we see, I guess, a little sun right there. It looks like it's kind of like evening or cloudy. And then, there's some buildings with fire on them. So yeah, nothing much, it's alright. One part that kind of does look kind of fake is the top part of the spikes. It's pretty fake. Just the transition, it's kind of not too great. And also, it's barely anything different. So it's not too, wow or like awesome or anything like that. So now we'll go to the next poster that was released today. And actually, the other poster was actually released, when was it released? Yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Now let's go to the one that's released today. Now this one looks way, way better. Probably they might even release a bunch of these little mini posters, in the couple of weeks a couple of weeks probably. Because, there was a new poster yesterday and then a new poster today. So maybe another one tomorrow or something. Probably next week. I really do not know. Maybe it's just on Wednesday or Thursdays or something. I really do not know. But this one actually looks pretty cool. It kind of looks similar to the scene on the main trailer. Not exactly the scene, but kind of looks similar with some people. I believe there's 4 people on a building, and they're shooting flares, red flares. So, either my speculation about the red flares, either the red flares are for to guide the halo jumpers and for they can track where Godzilla's at, or for they can actually guide Godzilla and then maybe even guide him to the Muto or probably to the sea or just, probably just make him get out of there or something. I really do not know what to think about the flares, but it's actually pretty cool. We see them here. Very nice. And then we see some smoke on the side, so probably that's maybe the halo jumpers that landed or something. And then we actually see Godzilla's back, which is amazing. We see a little bit of his face. Looks very ferocious and all that, scales and all that. And we can see some more ashes and sparkly stuff, which is probably ashes, as I mentioned. Helicopter flying by, the building that we saw in the main trailer. And it looks like all these posters have to have this little glimpse of light, which is pretty cool. Spy, this poster looks very, very amazing. Not too big news or not too much to talk about, but overall pretty cool. I really enjoyed the second one that we got. The one that we got today was actually very, very, very epic. So yeah, barely nothing to talk about. I actually found these posters myself, but since I'll just leave an article for GodzillaMovies.com about it, since I guess they have the picture and you can read the article there or something. So I'll just leave it there, or if not, if I find a better website or article that has up 2 posters, which are pretty cool. But anyways, and for this video, tell me in the comment below what do you think of the 2 posters. Which one's your favorite one? The one that was released yesterday with the tail, or the one that was released today with showing Godzilla's back and the flares with the people and all that nice stuff. And I actually prefer the one that was released today. I wonder what we will get tomorrow. So it's actually pretty cool. And I noticed that all of them are kind of similar to the past poster. Like, for example, the one yesterday was like the one from the 2013 Comic-Con one with the tail. And then this new one is kind of like the one that we got on February 20th, with Godzilla's back and all that, and all the fire and all that. So, it's actually pretty interesting. So anyways, as I mentioned in the end for this video, subscribe, like, and comment. This is Method Kaiju. signing out.